With Mushroom beating Team Star in the Mario 35th anniversary, I have seen the conversation go back to whether Splatfests are rigged, and this conversation did first appear, I do believe, in 2017 or early 2018. I haven't really heard this conversation come up until now, until after the latest Splatfest. A lot of the conversation, especially from Team Star players, was that the latest Splatfest was rigged in Mushroom's favour. I want you guys to hear me out on this one, because I don't think the Splatfest was rigged. Yes, the Splatfest system isn't perfect, but I think it is the best system that Nintendo could do. I think what we got right now with the clout system, how pretty much the average clout on both teams is calculated, I feel like that is fairer than win percentages. A lot of the complaints from Team Star players, valid complaints, is that they pretty much spend most of the time coming up against their own team. They spend a lot of the time going in mirror matches where, of course, you can't earn any clout for your team. The reason why you do get put in mirror matches is that you don't have to wait 30 minutes or a long time to get in a match against the other team. I feel like if Nintendo only allowed you to go in matches against the other team, I feel like a lot more people will complain about just sitting on a lobby screen for ages and not playing the game. So I think mirror matches, yes, they don't count. I feel like they are better than just sitting on the menu screen and waiting. A lot of people saying that maybe mirror matches should count towards the final score, but again, that will be unfair on the unpopular team. I feel like whatever Nintendo does, one of the teams would be at a disadvantage. A lot of people feel like the popular team always loses at the moment, although we have had examples where popular has took the victory. They have won against the least popular team. Anybody on the least popular team has more of a chance of going up against players that aren't that skilled at the game, who are new to the game. I feel like the Mario Splatfest did bring in a lot of new players, did bring in a lot of players back to Splatoon 2, and I was on Team Mushroom. I came up against so many lower skilled or lower leveled players. I did have really fun matches. I did dominate the lobbies. I did put up a tweet saying, why did Nintendo put me in this lobby when I did do really well in one match? Maybe there could be a system where you go up against players at a similar skill level, but again, maybe that could lead to just you waiting at a lobby screen for a long while. I feel like the system we have right now is a lot better than what we did have before, where pretty much normal mode was the pro mode we do have now. It's not perfect, but you know what, I think it does work well for the most part. I feel like where the system we do have right now does get exposed is where we do have what we had at the weekend, where one team was massively sort of inflated with more players. They massively won the popular vote. I feel like what Nintendo should do in the future is maybe pick a topic or teams that would be more evenly split. I'm thinking that maybe they could have replaced Mushroom with the Fire Flower power up. Maybe that would have been closer in terms of the popular vote. It would have led to less mirror matches on Team Star end. I know I did say earlier that maybe you should go up against players at a similar skill level or a similar player level or rank level. I wouldn't like that at all. I had a lot of fun in the matches I did have. Maybe it was because I did come up against players that were new at the game, but I'd rather have that than feel like I'm just pretty much playing ranked turf war. It should just be open like what it is right now. The problem wasn't down to the matchmaking, it goes back to the popular vote. If Team Mushroom did have more players, then I don't think I would have been in some of the lobbies that I was in. It would have replaced me with a player at a similar skill level. Because there wasn't a lot of people on Team Mushroom, then I had more of a chance of coming up against players on the other team that were new to the game. It goes back to what I said earlier, where Mushroom could have been replaced so that the popular vote would have been more evenly split, so that the lobbies would have been more fairer. Feel like, yeah, the system, it isn't perfect, but I think it is the best that Nintendo could do. I don't feel like there is a better system out there, and I don't feel like Splatfests are rigged. Why would Nintendo rig Splatfest to begin with? They want people to play the game. Yeah, I know it is a joke in the community that Splatfests are rigged, but I feel like some people actually believe that Splatfests are rigged, and I'm just here to say that they aren't rigged. At the end of the day, when it comes to Splatfest, I'm not really bothered if I do win or not. I just want to have fun playing the game, and I did have a lot of fun on the weekend. It is probably my favourite Splatfest of all time. The matches were just so good. But I do realise if you were on Team Star, I've had it before, by the way, where I've had a lot of mirror matches, but at the end of the day, that's just the nature of being on the most popular team. And yeah, like what I said before, what Nintendo should do is pick topics that would have more of an even split in terms of the popular vote, and I feel like that will go a long way to alleviate people's fears at the moment. I don't feel like mirror matches should count towards Cloud, because then that would be unfair on the least popular team. Yeah, that's just how I feel about Splatfest. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and yeah, I will see you in another video soon, hopefully.